Okay, good afternoon, traders. Good afternoon. Welcome to VTP 2 online technical Tuesday coaching call 193 for the 19th of May 2026. I hope you're all well. Hope you've had a good start to the week. Hope you're enjoying these markets. As always, you're very welcome here. Just remember that you are always responsible for your own trading decisions. And then let's finish with sterling as always. Okay, so what have I got against dollar, euro sterling, pound Aussie, pound Canadian, pound yen, pound Swiss franc, pound yen, and the FTSE. Okay, so um, cable a little bit. Cable, yeah. So you can see from last week. Look at that. That is a right. That's a price action combination. You've got a inside bar, pin bar, bullish, and then a complete bearish engulfing, bearish key reversal, kind of a major work there. Okay, that daily chart you can see a bit like what we saw with Aussie. Boom, boom, boom. Yesterday, if you look at dailies for most of sterling, it was engulfing candles. That's because this is the Burnham turnaround saying he will respect Rachel Reeves' fiscal rules. Right, and that markets a little bit of joy there. Okay, look on that 4 hour chart. So last week was just, you can see it was doing that accelerating Thursday, Friday. Yesterday we had the kind of the turnaround, and today we just kind of drifted away back. Okay, did lower. It was a nice trading session on sterling this morning. A lot of that to do with the once again the jobs numbers were weaker than expected, much weaker than expected. So naturally, then people are going to be looking to see, well, what are the CPI numbers going to be like tomorrow at 7? Then we've got PMIs on Thursday at 9:30, and then we've got retail sales on Friday morning. So, as I said, it is a big week of economic data for the UK, and then also you've got all that political instability going on as well. Pound yen, okay, you can see the intervention, can't you, there? And unlike dollar against the yen, which has worked its way up, it has just been mostly messy, okay, for pound against yen. Yeah, last week we started last Thursday, Friday, we dropped, as I said, we had a real big bullish candle here on that in pound yen. That was the turnaround, okay, the Burnham U-turn, almost like a bit of a U-turn in the price there as well, right? And you can see that also on the gilt markets as well. Pound Swiss, pound Swiss. Here we go. So I was intrigued where we had, rallied up, hit 50 period moving average, okay, pinned it and dropped our way down. It looked like I thought we'd come a little bit low. I thought we'd kind of get back into this sort of, 104 region. But if we go down, once again, yesterday was that bullish engulfing day. That was the Burnham U-turn, Burnham Monday. All right, that's what we saw there on that. Pound against Kiwi dollar. You might say, Paul, is that not in some sort of flag formation there at the moment? Could it be, a counter trend line break? There we go. As I always say about flag patterns, I like to see them ended with like a pin bar supporting pin bar. That's what we have there. So, maybe watch that, see if it has got what it takes to break through that. As we saw, you've got price and all the moving averages coiling up there. You see 20, 50, 8 price. Yeah, watch that maybe. Okay, let's see what comes of that, and then let's finish with euro against sterling. Okay, euro against sterling. That weekly chart has been pretty glum, really, hasn't it? I mean, I would say there has been that kind of support around about 86.30. Support around about 86.30. But the interesting thing is every time it's bounced, it's the bounce has been lower. Hopefully you can see that. Let's just draw that in. It's not the best trend line in any way, but as I said, it looks more like looks more and more like a kind of descending triangle that's been building there. Okay, and the daily chart, is just nice the way price has come back down to this region and worked its way up. But you can see, bang, look at yesterday's there. What was euro strength, sterling weakness is then bang, bearish engulfing candle there, key reversal, candle price pushed to a new high, rolled over and closed beneath the low of the previous candle. Just pretty simple sort of turnaround there, okay? And how that's played out. If you look at that before hour chart, it's just look at all the messiness of that. It's very difficult to trade euro sterling on a swing basis like that at the moment. Okay, very, very hard. So if you've been struggling or not been able to get an entry on euro sterling through that, then don't be too hard on yourself. Okay, you're not trading strength for strength there. Okay, it's a pretty glum position. Otherwise, you just have to sort of wait out and see what wait for a better new trend to exert itself sometime soon. Okay, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Let us draw it to a close there. I hope you found that useful. I hope that helped you. There will be no stage two call next week because it's the kind of Maybank holiday long week. I know a lot of people are away for that kind of Whitsun week. So there's no bank holiday, no stage two there next week. We'll be back in 2 weeks, which I think is Tuesday, 2nd of June. I hope you all have a fabulous trading week. Lots going on. Make sure you're on top of the news. Make sure you're on top of the order flow. Make sure you're on top of your risk management as always. And I look forward to speaking to you soon. Take care, everybody. Cheers.